on, guys? Pants HD here, and welcome to every Disney ride. And there's like PhilharMagics on here, Muppet Vision, that's our stuff, ranked. So we have a list of 55 attractions. There's no shows in here, no parades, no fireworks, none of that. But I want to start this off with a huge disclaimer. The only ones on here that are set for us is our top 4 are going to be that top 4 every day. And like the bottom 10 maybe are rides that like we don't like, and
you don't like Figment.
I like Figment. But yeah, the only rides that couldn't change are probably like the bottom 5. They'll always probably be the bottom 5.
Yeah.
And part of this list that we were just discussing before we started recording was that our number 5 ride is like, for both of us, probably like our 8 or 9 favorite. But since we both agreed that's like our 8 or 9 favorite, it ended up being number 5.
Yeah.
Because our normal number 5 favorite is like the other person's like number 12 favorite.
Yeah.
So it just kind of shimmied its way in there.
Okay.
But we're going to start at the bottom and go. Some of them we'll explain them, and some of them we'll just go through. So starting with number 56, 55. We thought there were 56. Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. You don't really do anything.
You're just kind of walking around and then you leave. It's a waste of time.
Number 54 is Stitch.
Enough said. Number 53
is the Riverboat. I've never been on it.
It's just a boat. You go around Tom Sawyer Island, you look at it, and then you're done.
52 Circle of Life. This is in the Land Pavilion. It's like a little show. Kind of stupid. Doesn't really make sense.
It's like an educational video you'd show in school.
It's like really environmentally friendly, but Disney really isn't that. I don't know. Like Disney, they try to help the environment, but they're such a big company that
they can't do that.
Well, they're better than other big companies. They still aren't good for the environment. Number 51, Triceratops Spin. It's like the 4th Dumbo ride, and it's not even in the Magic Kingdom. Number 50, you're up.
Is Magic Carpets of Aladdin. So another Dumbo ride. This one's better than Triceratops Spin, but still, it's whatever. 49, we have the Tiki Room. It's cool your first time maybe,
and like it must have been really cool when it came out, but now it's
outdated.
Same with number 48, the Country Bear Jamboree. And 47 is PhilharMagic, also kind of outdated.
46, the Carousel, is just a regular carousel you can find at any carnival.
45, Primeval Whirl. It's really jerky. I used to like it a lot, but not really anymore. And you don't really spin unless you have someone really, like, who weighs a lot sitting by you.
So 54, we have Figment.
44.
44.
Matt would probably put Figment at like 100, even though there's only 55 spots. But I actually really like Figment. Number 43, we have Teacups, which it's cool, but I don't know. I kind of wish you could bump into other people. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So 42, we have Barnstormer, which is like a little kid's roller coaster.
It's really fun when you're a kid, but
yeah.
Number 41, Muppet Vision. Muppet Vision's kind of fun, but I know I haven't seen that much of the Muppets, but I know it's not really that much of a Muppet thing. It's kind of just corny.
Yeah.
And it's also outdated.
So this one's kind of controversial. Number 40, I personally like this. I think it should be higher, but he's never been on it. So Hall of Presidents.
Number 39 is Tough to Be a Bug. I actually really like Tough to Be a Bug.
I don't mind it.
Because if you just... There's a few spots where they do some, like, spiders fall from the ceiling. You get blown with air in the back. Stuff bounces on your seats. And it's not that, like... Honestly, it's not very entertaining. It's not a good show. But if you're just listening to the people around you, they're, like, screaming and freaking out. And honestly, that's kind of funny.
Alright, so then we have Astro Orbiter, which is another dumbbell. And you get pretty good views on top of the Magic Kingdom, but you have to wait a long time. And it's just dumbbell.
And there's a non-air conditioned elevator.
Yep.
Number 37, Dinosaur. Dinosaur's alright, but it doesn't really make sense.
37.
Yeah.
Wait,
37. It doesn't really make sense, and for me at least, every time I go on it, it breaks at the climax. Like 4 out of 5 times. Number 36, Dumbo. So this is the new Circus Dumbo. I don't really like it. I really liked before they made New Fantasyland, where they had the Dumbo and you could see all of Fantasyland and the castle.
Yeah.
That was super cool, but now it's just kind of lame.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is where we kind of get to the better rides. So we have
35.
or Tom Sawyer Island.
It's not really a ride, but it's really fun. They made it last time I went. You could go on the Barrel Bridge again, which is cool. And I mean, it's just really fun if you have some friends who like won't get mad if you go in the caves and you spook them and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Number 34, The Little Mermaid. 33, Small World. Small World's a good ride, but after you go on it a few times, it's just kind of
Whatever.
Number 32, we have the Walt Disney World Railroad. I actually really like it, but it's something
Yeah.
usually has a long wait. It's not really that exciting. It just has some cool features.
So number 31, we have the Laugh Floor, and that's fun if you're like waiting for something. It's a decent show, but
It's like funny. It's
Yeah.
and it's different every time, which is a plus. But it's not really anything
Yeah.
too special. Number 30, we have Winnie the Pooh. I really like Winnie the Pooh, but it's nothing like crazy that you'd like wait an hour for.
Yeah.
And then 29, Mission Space. I know they redid it and they made Mission Space Earth, but I have not been on that.
I've not either.
28, Nemo. 27, Cali River Rapids.
That one's kinda. Some people might not agree with that. It's just.
I liked it, but I mean,
It's kind of boring.
there's one in the one in California Adventures 20 times better. And since the last time I went on, I've actually been like proper whitewater rafting, and I bet now I'd hate it. 26, Carousel of Progress. This one, we both
Some of
like
it's
this
tough.
ride, but it's kind of old, but I still like it. 25, Peter Pan. This could get a lot of hate, but
Yeah, it's.
Peter Pan's just kind of overrated. I mean, I get for some people it's like a stable of Magic Kingdom, and they want to go there every time you go, and it's cool. It's cute.
It's not worth the wait.
It's honestly, I don't mean put it higher than Pooh, but I like Winnie the Pooh better.
I like Nemo better too.
24, the Tomorrowland Speedway. I really like this Speedway, but it's not really like futuristic,
And it's really old.
and some of the cars don't like move.
Yeah.
So like you push on the pedal all the way, and people catch up to you in 5 seconds.
Mhm.
23, Spaceship Earth. It's a good ride. It's got a nice interactive ending. 22, this is the new Pandora ride, Navi River Journey. It's just kind of, they don't have any narration. It's a really cool scenery, but it just kind of,
It's just
It's
you're just sitting
boring.
there for 5 minutes, just looking at stuff. It doesn't tell you what's going on. It's just you're just kind of sitting in a boat, and it's not for all the hype it has. It's not compared to Flight of Passage. It's nothing.
21, they have Frozen Ever After. It's a decent ride. It's got some cool animatronics, and they did a cool thing with the eyes of them. But I mean, nothing like special. It had a 5-hour wait one time when I went there, and yeah, it's not like it does. Some of these rides they'd probably be higher up maybe or lower down. They just have a lot of hype on them, so we have to give them the spot that they are.
Right.
Because the hype either makes it better because they're
Yeah,
over,
it's-
because like lots of people like them, so we move them up, or worse because they're really overrated.
All right, so number 20 we have Jungle Cruise. So it's pretty funny. You know, they tell a lot of corny jokes on it.
It's like if you get a good person, like I forget what they're called, but the skipper. If you get a good skipper,
yeah.
then it can be really fun. But if you get a bad one, it can kind of suck.
Next we have Mine Train, number 19.
7 Dwarfs.
Yeah.
It's cute. It kind of acts like it's trying to be thrilling, but it's not really. And I mean, if you don't really like thrilling rides, and like Big Thunder Mountain's pushing it for you, then Mine Train would be perfect.
Mhm.
Number 18. This is kind of like a hidden gem, as I'd like to say. Three Caballeros. It's in Mexico at Epcot.
Yeah.
It's really fun. They added animatronics at the end, which look like pinatas, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
So number 17. Gonna be honest, we both I really like this ride, but we kind of forgot about it. It'd probably be a little bit higher up. Star Tours. I mean, I really like
Yeah.
Star Tours. It's really fun, and I like the addition of different endings. I just feel like they could do something better with the Star Wars ride.
Yeah. All right, and then next, well, I mean, Star Wars Land is coming, so we'll probably get better Star Wars stuff there. But all right, so next we have
Buzz.
Buzz. So yeah, we have a lot of fun on this ride.
Yeah.
It's fun, like doing
It's
it.
fun, like
It's just kind of.
there's a few things to get you like 100,000 points, so you can get max score. It's just kind of like you don't really. There's a lot of glitches. Sometimes you hit the target square on. I can't talk. Sometimes you hit the target square on, and it just doesn't give you points. and the lasers are kind of hard to sync up, and sometimes the things don't even work. All that bad stuff.
So number 15 we have Soren. So I don't agree with this one. I think Soren should be higher.
I tried to put it. I put it down here because I really like the old Soren, but the new Soren just doesn't. I don't feel it. There's a lot more CGI. It doesn't seem like you're there. And if you sit on the ends, everything like tips over and is slanted. Even when the polar bear dives in, it dives in like diagonal instead of straight.
That is a problem.
And like the Taj Mahal is 100% CGI. And I'm just like, why did you have to get rid of the good one for this? And I mean, also added on to it, Flight of Passage is also kind of like a screen ride like Soren, but it's done like 50 times better.
Alright, so next we have number 14, Thunder Mountain. So this is it's a good ride. This is where like all the rides are pretty much good from here on out.
Well, we already said that.
Yeah, but
the one thing I really like about this ride that you can do is it's really cool at night if you're sitting in the back.
Yeah, it is
and
cool.
It's also fun too if you're sitting with like someone you know or like your brother or something. Put the lap bar like down far enough so you don't fall out, but not down far enough to like keep you there. So you like go up and you like smush them against to the side. It's really fun. Okay, so coming in at number 13, Toy Story Midway Mania. I like this ride. It's a better version of Buzz, I feel. It's got a lot of cool stuff, but yeah, everything here I feel like some of them could be 35 and some of them that are 28 could be number 6, you know what I mean? It's just really this list is really hard to do.
Alright, so next we have number 12, Living with the Land. So this is a really good ride. It never has a wait, and it goes through Epcot Greenhouse where they grow all their stuff. It's really cool to look at, especially during Christmas when they have all the Christmas decorations.
I actually went on the behind the scenes tour last time I went, which is a tour of the greenhouses. It's pretty cool. I don't think it's that expensive. I think it was like $12 per person. So if you guys want to do that, I think it takes about an hour, maybe 2. It's really fun. So coming in at number 11 is Test Track. So Test Track is an interesting one because they updated it, and I do not like the track as much. It's not as thrilling, but I really love how you get to design your car. It's super fun. But the actual track in the ride isn't that, it's like alright. It's not that good. But designing the car just boosts it up so much.
Alright, so number 10 we have Kilimanjaro Safari. So I personally really like this ride. It's really cool how you get to see all the animals. Obviously, that's what it is. But if you get lucky, and some of the animals will come up right close to your vehicle. And
the one problem I have with this ride is I really like it. I really like animals, but sometimes you'll have a super good ride where you have you see everything. You can see like the monkeys that hide. Once a lion peed for us. It was really cool.
One time a rhino pooped.
Sometimes you just see like there's some sections where they have the fences so that you always get to see the animals, and sometimes you just only get to see the ones that you always see, and if you've been on it a lot and you get enough of those, it just isn't fun. So coming in at number 9 is Space Mountain. I actually really like Space Mountain. It's not that thrilling, it's just kind of fun.
It's a ride that every time I come off it, I'm like, that was fun.
Yeah, and if you're always like, oh, I don't want to go on that because it's not that thrilling, but after you get off it, you're like, oh, that was fun. It's fun that you don't get to see where you're going, and if you get really lucky, either the People Mover track lights will be on or Space Mountain lights will be on, and you can like go and see it through the lights, and that's really cool if you've been on it before in the dark.
Yeah.
So number 8, this is, I know we've already said this like 10 times. Ever since you get past like 30, everything's just like, why is it this low or this high? You know what I mean?
Yeah. This could probably be number 5.
Number 8 is the Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion is really cool. And it's got a pretty good song too. It's got a lot of cool animatronics. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of cool, like, I don't want to say, I guess Easter eggs, which it's a ride, so I don't know if Easter eggs is a good word for it. But it's got a lot of hidden things that you never notice, except like one time you go on and you're like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So number 7, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this. Rock and Roller Coaster. It's a good ride. The music's I like the Aerosmith music they use, but the thing about Rock and Roller Coaster that I have a problem with is I went to Universal and like Hershey Park like a month or a week or a day before I went to Disney, and they have really thrilling rides that are really fun. And it feels like I feel like Rock and Roller Coaster is trying to be like one of those super thrilling rides, but it's thrilling, but it's not like what it's amped up to be thrill wise.
Yeah, I'm hoping the new Tron coaster is a little better than that.
Yeah. But I mean, this is one of the rides, I would not have it at 7 normally, but we just both compromised.
Yeah.
So number
this and
6.
Haunted Mansion could probably switch.
Number 6, we have Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite rides. It's just really catchy song, great ride.
Yo ho, powers lost for me. I said that really weird.
Yeah.
Number 5, we have Splash Mountain. So Splash Mountain it's really fun. It's just like a Disney ride. It's got animatronics. It has a little bit of thrill at that drop. It has a few drops. I like the one where you go down and back up.
Yeah.
I think that's to the Laughing Place. You can get wet sometimes, and it's really fun. There's some good songs.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So as we've mentioned before, these are set in stone top 4 rides.
Yeah. Maybe 4 could slip eventually, but right now they're all set in stone. So number 4, we have Expedition Everest. Great ride. It's a roller coaster. Pretty thrilling. I like the backwards thing. They did the backwards thing.
It feels
really
like you
well.
go upside down.
Yeah, and it's got a good theme too. That's one of the things I really love about Everest. That's why it's my favorite roller coaster at Disney, or like probably my favorite roller coaster everywhere, except maybe a few of the ones where you sit down and the thing holds you on the top. I really like those. But Everest is it's pretty thrilling, and it's just super well themed. And if you're lucky, you can see the new light show as you go up.
Alright, so for number 3 we have the new ride at Pandora, Flight of Passage. So I've been on this my first time. Last time I went, it was amazing.
I've been on it twice.
It was incredible.
We made a video about it. Maybe there'll be a link in the description, or a card will come up. Where's the right? Here?
Up there, yeah.
Maybe. It might not have. But yeah, it's super fun. It's kind of surreal. If you want to learn more about it, we discussed it for 10 minutes in the last video. So number 2 and number 1. Well, number 1's never gonna change. Number 2 and number 3 could swap a few times, but number 2 is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Disney's Hollywood Studios is down to 5 rides if you count Muppet Vision. I think there's 2 or 3 shows.
Yeah.
And most of those rides are good. I think all of them except Muppet Vision made the top 20.
Yep.
And they're good rides, but it's kind of in an awkward phase. Tower of Terror is one of my favorite rides. It's number 2. It's got
great.
good theming. The first time I went on it, this is I have mad respect. I was super scared. It was only 2 years ago, but I was super scared. I was so nervous. I thought I was gonna die. And it's just so well themed, and the start of the ride executed really well too to fit to that theme. And you're like, where's the jump scare? You know what I mean? You're like, something bad's about to happen. And then you get to the drops, which are actually pretty thrilling, and they're really fun too.
Feels like I love it when you come out of your seat a little bit and your legs lift up.
You're
feels like you're All right, so then number one. We've mentioned this in all of our videos, but the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover,
also known as the TTA or the People Mover.
So I have actually worn my People Mover shirt in one of the videos, if you guys didn't notice. But yeah, it's just. You get to go through a lot of the rides in tomorrow, all of them. You get to see all of them.
It's really chill. It's a good place to relax. It's just fun. There's never really a wait. I mean, maybe, I don't know about this, but the People Mover had a really long wait a lot. It probably wouldn't be quite as high.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be top 4. But it's just so fun, and you can just do whatever you want with it. You're not supposed to do this, but you can give high fives to the cars as they pass by.
Yeah.
They say keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside, and you should do that, but yeah.
And then we went on
you give high fives. And sometimes, if you get really lucky, there's the people who are like, oh yeah, and they have their hands out too.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
And you can, you're not really supposed to do this at all, but we were flashing our flashlights in the Space Mountain area, and on our phones, and that was pretty cool. But yeah.
But the one thing I'm gonna warn is, while we're saying all these slightly rebellious things, do not climb from cart to cart, And the other favorite part is when you exit the ride, or not the ride, you exit the shop, you can yell, "It's out of this world!" And you can also get people to wave at you. It's just a really fun ride if you've been there before and you're not like super rushed.
So yeah, if you guys haven't seen that ride before, I actually filmed it last time I was there. You can go check out that video up there. We're gonna put it up there.
Probably
So-
not. I might.
Yeah. maybe.
And also, we made a video where we emailed Disney about it, so that might also be right there.
top.
It's the first time we've ever done that. It's probably really cringy if we forget.
Yeah.
I did not. This one person, we had to do a project for school called a passion project. And they did a YouTube video for it, and they're like, you can check out my sources by clicking here, or there, or here. None of them came up. Everyone just laughed, and he just kind of went in a corner.
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, these are our list. Only the ones that are so are probably the best 4 and like the worst 5 to 10. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Any of
something
them
like
could change. And again, this is our opinion. If you love Stitch's Great Escape, then you're wrong.
Yeah. If you love Swiss Family Robinson, no. If you love the Riverboat, maybe. If you're like old. If you love.
If Hall of President's your favorite ride, good for you.
If you like Carousel Progress, makes sense. But if you like Stitch or Swiss Family Robinson,
You're wrong.
absolutely not. Just no. No, you have no chance of anything.
But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to share this if you want to see more. And yeah.